Greetings, citizens of the internet. You can call me Nitro Indigo, and welcome back to my extremely riveting Let's Play of Klonoa Daughter Phantomile. In the last episode, we went to Forlock, the forest village, only to discover that since the water from the Jugpot, the water kingdom, has been cut off, we can't go any further because all the trees are kind of dead. And that's why we're here now. Also, I ran out of Klonoa Chronicles trivia to talk about until basically the end of the game. And also, these spiders are really annoying. Also, when I first saw this, I honestly laughed because it reminded me of that random NPC in Pokemon X and Y who mentions that where they come from, there's a waterfall that flows backwards. And I remember when Pokemon X and Y first came out, there were all sorts of people like trying to find out all the mysteries, like the Ghost Girl or the Strange Souvenir. And the Strange Souvenir is the only one that's been answered. Also, I really like how this place looks. I really like water palaces in general. Server reading Ever Oasis. Please play Ever Oasis. But also, this place kind of looks like a theme park. I know that sounds a bit weird, but it like Klonoa theme park when. Also, I don't really like this water effect because, like, if you're paying attention to the cutscene, you can see at the top that basically they just put the colour blue and then they put a transparent effect all over it. It just looks kind of jarring. It looks more like there's steam going up a blue wall, but it looks good inside. And that is not a chocolate coin, that is a life, but they really do remind me of chocolate coins. And the silver ones are, stalactites. I was about to say this reminded me of a place in Kirby's Dream Land 3, and then I realised that this doesn't really look like a place in Kirby's Dream Land 3. Actually, it kind of does. I can't remember which one it was now, but there was that one stage in Ripple Field with the, what's it called again? Where you have to rescue the fish by finding an invisible door, and it's in this really nice white palace, and it's not a fish you have to rescue, it's a frog, or is it a toad, whatever. You know what. Also, have you noticed that every single place you've been has a spinny thing in it? And look, clipping through water. Beautiful. This honestly kind of reminds me of that one part in New Super Mario Bros. That one of the tower levels where basically you're on a lift going up, platform going up, and there's a there's these spiked balls that keep appearing, and you have to avoid them, and eventually they appear at the side of the stage, and I cannot get that big dream crystal. And I died without even noticing it because I was so engrossed in this commentary. But also, I know this sounds really weird, but this looks like a really nice bathroom where they have like the towels with seashells and other water imagery on it. And I forgot to grab that flying moo again. Did I say crab? I mean, I mispronounced grab as crab. Why is crab an inherently funny word? Like when in biology we were learning about the Krebs cycle, they were saying that Krebs sounded like a South African crab. And also, since the other day before I recorded this video, I kept being bitten by mosquitoes a lot, but don't worry, they're not the kind that transmit malaria. Because I live in the UK and it's too cold. And here's an impromptu biology lesson. Malaria is... The pathogen that causes malaria is not a virus or a bacteria, but a protist called Plasmodium. And I don't know if a protist is the same thing as a protozoa or different. And going back to what I was talking about Pokemon X and Y earlier, I started the Pokemon Y Nuzlocke last night. And this morning, that rising star with the Voodoo from the Oddish defeated, like, actually no, I lost all of my Pokemon on the route that goes to Camp 3 Town. And so I had to get an Azurill out of my PC box, and unfortunately Azurill is terrible, and even more unfortunately it has thick fat, so it doesn't have any good attacking stats whatsoever. Because its other normal ability is huge power. Although, and this is one thing I don't like about Generation 6 Pokemon, is it seems like every Pokemon's signature ability is its hidden ability, like Talonflame with Gale Wings, and Aromatisse with Aromavel, which is actually really good, by the way. I go on Pokemon Showdown a lot, and I like using Aromatisse for that reason. As well, it's just kind of annoying because and take the extra steps just to get, like, something that you wouldn't have to take. Like, I don't really get what the point of hiding them behind hidden abilities was. And also, I don't really see the point of hidden abilities nowadays. Like, I could understand in, like, Generation 5 to give old Pokemon new ability, because if they already had 2 abilities, but nowadays it just feels like there's something they're contractually obliged to do. And I also never played the Pokemon Global Link because I just don't really have any fancy explanation for it. And I might have told before, but I never finished White because I kept restarting the game and eventually lost an event with Victini and regretted the fact that I'd never be able to get it again. So I restarted Pokemon White several times, and I used to keep getting the event Victini, but then eventually I restarted the game after that window of time was up, and I regretted it so much I couldn't bring myself to play the game anymore. This was in 2011, by the way. And do you think that might be one of the celestial fish that gets mentioned in the backstory? And here's the next boss, Evil Seedorf and Evil Pamela. Not Seedorf, not Seedorf. That's what Selecting Hexagons calls him, because of the Mandela effect. And in order to fight this boss, you have to pick up Seedorf from the spiky balls and throw them at Pamela. Not to be confused with that character from Majora's Mask. Don't know why she's the only person in the entire game with a normal sounding name. But also, 2 things about Karal. First of all, Karal has a really annoying voice in the English dub because it has like this metallic echo effect. And also these very slow moving bubbles can hurt you. And second of all, Karal's colour scheme reminds me of this flavour of ice cream that's like vanilla with these bits of raspberry in it, and I can't remember what it's called. And also I like how Seedorf has like little crab claws, because like people, I don't know if I already mentioned this, but the Water Kingdom people Have I got all of them, by the way? Yes, good. They look a bit like salamanders, or at least their tails do. Or maybe like newts or something. I don't know. Actually, they don't have salamander tails at all. Like tadpoles or whatever. But he has like this little crab tail, so it's like... It's an aesthetic. I'm not really sure... It's also a bit interesting that the token water area in the game is fresh water instead of seawater. That's something you don't see very often. And that's why the fish here are clearly based on koi. I mean, I vaguely remember a Let's Player who once said that Pamela was a dolphin, which she clearly isn't. Even with PS1 graphics, you'd be able to see that. And now in this last phase, you have to get seed off from Pamela's back, and it's actually quite finicky, or not all the time. But you can pick up seed off from Pamela's back. That's obviously not the way, because I was just immediately contradicted by the game. Yay! So if the chiefess knows about ancient lore, does that mean she knows the answer to the Zelda timeline? Also, Karal kind of sounds like an inkling. Next time on my extremely riveting Let's Play of Klonoa Daughter Phantomile, we shall be going into Vision 3-1 to meet the Chiefess to ask her about the Moon Kingdom. Until then, stay interesting!